We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Miami. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 31, here's second down and 5. Back to throw, Willis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Steps away. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Let's go now.
Play action. Willis. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. A run straight ahead with Achane. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Willis. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run. Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Willis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Wow, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jacob Rodriguez. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
Running left, Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Willis looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Willis. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Willis out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Willis will look to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, why can I throw a pick? I don't know.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Willis to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Willis. Touchdown, Dolphins! Greg Dulcich from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Steelers, nothing.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion right is Pittman. To throw is Rodgers. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the Dolphins' 30-yard line.
Second down and 3. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll pitch it out to Achane. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Willis out of the gun. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
down the numbers. There he goes. Down the right sideline and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf, 72 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Dolphins 13, Steelers 10.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Dolphins are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Let's go now. 19, 19.
Willis. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The shotgun snap to Willis. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Rodgers. That's complete. Bernard. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here this third quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Dolphins 13. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This take it in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Willis looking to throw it. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw, here's Willis. Throw caught by Achane. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Ollie Gordon. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Willis, got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Rodgers now to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown,
Michael Pittman, 55 yards. And the Steelers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Dolphins 13. Chris Boswell
on now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Willis on a bootleg. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
Let's go now. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Willis to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long. Now Willis. He's got Gordon on the move past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you. But you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
Throwing, Willis. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better.
Alright, ladies and gents, give me like 1 minute here, and then we'll get in here to game number 2 and see if I can't win, but I'm probably gonna lose again.
lake effect snow off of Lake Erie expected to move into our area during the game here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns.
Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Cleveland. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he will be stopped at the 25-yard line, so that's where this opening drive of the game will begin. On play action, Hurts. Oh no, first play of the game. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
First down pass.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run, and this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings
Ball
up
on the
2nd and
35.
5.
Here comes a 2nd and 5.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Fake to Judkins. Now Sanders to throw. That's to the former Aggie, Casey Concepcion. A pickup there of 13. It's a Browns first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick as that ball is coming out.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. From the gun, it's Shador. He'll get that to Quinshawn Judkins. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Sanders. There's Concepcion. It's complete. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
They'll run it here, and here's Judkins. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Judkins. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Now the try here for the point after.
I could stop him.
And he misses the extra point. No good, and this will remain a 6-0 game. Now, following the touchdown, Schmidt back out there to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Into space. And he will score.
I forgot we could just run the fucking ball with Barkley.
Touchdown, Eagles.
And this is the conversation that surrounds the topic of running the ball in the NFL. Mike, if you're going to rely on scoring on 10, 11, 12-play drives and then fight it out in the red zone, there's a lot of pressure on that red zone offense. It's going to be very hard to accumulate a lot of points, but when you can be explosive, you can score from a ways out, that's the sign of the most impactful run game, and big-time play there.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They go play action now with Sanders. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop, and it sets up 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Shador. Back into the hands of Boston. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd. Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. On play action, Shador. Open man downfield is Madden, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20.
My bad, I hit the wrong button right there.
This drive rolling now, another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance.
Right button that time, baby.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, we got to remember, Mike, this is only year 2. He's still a young quarterback out there. He's still going to make some mistakes, make some bad reads. but he's got to be able to learn from it, because as these defenses continue to learn him, he needs to make sure that he returns the favor and he learns them, because in this league, one bad throw can be all the difference in the game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Snow has started to fall ahead of this drive.
And we got some snow.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive.
Get that ball.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9.
They run it once more with Judkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Judkins. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Jordan Davis. A gain of a yard.
To throw is Sanders. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And third down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Sanders.
He busted coverage wide open.
He's got a man. It's
Like
busted.
that, boy.
And he's
over there till it's too late.
in great
play,
shape down at the 15-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. They run straight ahead with Judkins. And he is into the end zone. Quinshon Judkins. Touchdown, Cleveland. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started. Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
15. And an Eagle first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Open man, downfield, he's got his tight end, got him.
Remedy slip.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Boy, when he's supposed to slip.
They'll run the counter
Come on,
with
Barkley.
Barkley. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's second and 3 to go.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Browns.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And an Eagle
Now,
first
another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the goal line.
It's all right, we got the tight end, boys.
Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on now for the PAT. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the Eagles will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
34-yard line.
Now Shador on 1st down. A short one that is caught by Fanning. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Warriors 70, Dragon 60.
Now it's Sanders. He'll air it out deep. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way up to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Greg, snow has lightened up here for the moment. Likely more to come, however. As they work here, it's a little bit easier on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Sanders. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Up the middle goes Judkins here. And he's got another one.
Madden?
Touchdown, Cleveland.
This shit, bro, but Madden, what in the Madden, bro? Dude, that's
Greg,
That's
sometimes
Madden
we say it
for
too
you.
often. That was an
That's
important
Madden
drive.
for you,
That one
bro.
really felt
That boy
important
got
for them to
fucking
edge a little bit
drilled,
closer.
spun
Yeah, now the
around,
question is,
knocked
Mike, yeah, the
down,
offense
still
does
went
their
to the
job,
goal line.
but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let
Like
them
I had a
build on the
touchdown, we
previous
didn't get in the
drive.
police one.
They've still got some work to do.
And after that,
I don't mind the
yeah,
play call, but
touchdown.
something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st down, Eagles.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Hurts in trouble, and down he goes. Jared Hurts in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 14.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
I'm glad that boy held on to that ball.
On the handoff, this is Barkley.
Come on, get out the way.
He's ripped down at the end. Looked like a face mask indeed. The flags are thrown. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want...
Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough. Move the chains. 1st down.
That's good for the Browns.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Sanders. Quick slant that is caught by Boston. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Browns.
Fake to Judkins. Now Sanders to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Carter in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
19, Charger, 19.
From the gun, it's Shador. That's to the right side and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll give it here to Judkins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Sanders will throw it. Open receiver. That's Boston. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
Here's Sanders to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Denzel Boston. Touchdown Browns. The extra point up and good by Schmidt. And the Browns have taken a 4-point advantage.
Eagles 21. Andre Schmidt.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Throw here down the field. It will fall incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pick up at 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations. It'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
The dog pound, as usual, doing their part. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted.
Yeah, if I went through with the freaking action for a second,
Judkins now on 1st and 10. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. And on 1st down, it's back to Judkins. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now, Shador. That's caught. The tight end, Joe Royer. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McCougar. And the Eagles are right back in this one.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
A gain of 12.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. To throw, Hurts. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Hurts to the air on 1st down. The thoughts of a comeback shattered there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. You got a little reckless that time, and the defense made a pay.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
They'll run it with Judkins. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
And the Browns, first down.
On the handoff, Judkins. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the Browns. It was a game that delivered more.
Gotta stop fucking losing. Ay, ay, ay. I literally just give people the game every time.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And we are underway here in Atlanta. Good coverage by the kick team. Force him to start out back at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. This will be a second down and 6.
Second and 6.
A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, here's Tua. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
That's another Falcons first down.
Play fake to Robinson. Now it's Tua. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
And 10 at the 15-yard
Give to
line.
Robinson from the pistol. And this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but he does show you that make-you-miss ability that he has.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. And he'll take it on in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. The kick is good. And Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. One quarter in the books. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. They finally get a chance to go on offense with a 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5.
The Washington ball carrier. Brandon Dorlus on the tackle.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 37.
Going to put a man in motion to the right. Now Daniels going to give this forward to the receiver.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. Azeez Ojulari on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And
It's 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He works free. Right side. Inside the 20.
Daniels pass.
Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
21-yard line.
Tua. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better.
He gets free inside the 30. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
72 yards.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7.
1st and goal.
Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Throwing is Tua. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Tua. On the run to the right. Drake London in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with the touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Daniels. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Tua on the move left, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Tua. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they're going to be... in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Trying to find somewhere to go, but the defense with other ideas. They stop him. That'll be no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
To throw is Tua. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And that'll set up 4th down.
Nick Folk on for the Falcons field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Folks, kick is good. And the Falcons can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Well, you talk about wanting to keep the pedal down. Here comes an onside kick. Well, that was a bold effort. Still in the first half, trying onside, but it's covered up easily. The hands team has good field position. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Pass caught. That's Lane. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play there for Washington. It's a gain of 34. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Now the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Commanders 14.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now, deep ball from London. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, 1 half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Daniels now on 1st down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
To Stephon Diggs.
First catch of the game for Diggs. And it's a 1st down. In some rhythm, the drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Rachaad White. Finding room to the 20. And he will score! Rachaad White. Touchdown, Commanders. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Ball on the
Second
30
and
now.
6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 14 on the pickup. First down, Atlanta.
Falcons, first down.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Tagovailoa. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Commander's first down. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he will get into the end zone. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Commanders will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Commanders 28, Falcons 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Robinson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
He's tackled at the 34-yard
So, 3 quarters have come and gone.
Brings up 2nd
You're
and
watching
1.
the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Back to throw is Tua. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Now deep ball for London. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. And the
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard
Tua to throw again. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. See what they have for 2nd and 10.
Cross there defensively.
Throwing again, it's Tua. toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
That is caught by the tight end. Kyle hits. Touchdown, Falcons. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. That is knocked away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense. The try for two is unsuccessful. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. And that one not going to work out as the hands team is there to recover.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He runs with it. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined.
That's going to be caught. Jalen Lane. Touchdown, Commanders. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
35, Falcons 23.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tyler Goodson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is downfield to the tight end pitch. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the gun, here's Tua. To the right, that's Pitts. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Now, on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Falcons have cut the deficit to 5. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the hosts try an onside kick. This one gathered in by the hands team. Again, this is not over yet. Still 3 timeouts for the defense, but they cannot allow a 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's into the hands of Diggs. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. An extra point attempt to follow. He knocks it through. And the Commanders tack on one more to their lead.
Commanders 42, Falcons 30.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. Here's Tungo Vailoa. Pushed out to his left. Now, deep ball for London. He's got it! And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So, a win here on the road.
Alright, ladies and gents, this will be the last game of the live, so hopefully we can end on a dub.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. And Walker has it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And a Raven first down.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
2nd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 49ers' 26-yard line.
Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, 26 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action here. Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throw caught by Flowers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
15-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Jackson's pass.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. 49ers nothing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down.
Fuck out my way, guy. God damn, I ain't got nothing. He was that kiddo, bro. Get out the
inside,
way.
he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Purdy looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.